I was talking with a few women the other day, and we were talking about what makes people attractive, like as a friend, what makes a woman attractive to another woman as a friend, but also what would make you attractive as a wife to your husband. And we zoomed in on something that I think we were all a little surprised about. And it's this. It's a quality that each one of us can attain to. It doesn't have to do with physical beauty. It's humility. Now don't tune out yet. I want to explain this. Think about it. Humility. And I'm not talking about that doormat kind of woman or that super meek, timid woman that lets people just walk all over her and just puts up with constant abuse because she's just so meek and timid and like a doormat. I'm not talking about that. That's really not humility. That's just a wrong view of self and not realizing you're the daughter of the king. But when I'm talking about humility, I mean that kind of woman who is not self-righteous, not even consumed with thoughts of self. She can easily admit mistakes and genuinely ask for forgiveness. She doesn't look down her nose at her husband, at her friends, at other people like she's just so much better than them and subtly communicate that, what's your problem? I've got it all together over here. It's the woman who doesn't draw attention to all of her achievements, even subtle attention to all of her achievements, but really instead is focused on blessing and encouraging others. That quality is super attractive in a friend, but also your husband is attracted to that kind of wife. The wife who can easily admit a mistake, a sin, that she maybe did something or said something wrong to her husband. The wife who can say, you know what? It was wrong of me to say that. Would you please forgive me? Super attractive quality. The wife who is looking not just to, into her own interests and focused on self, but actually is thinking about how to bless her husband because she has this humble view of self that it's not all about me. I want to be a blessing to my husband. Super attractive quality in a wife. Wow. How do we attain this? I don't know about you, but I find this business of humility kind of elusive. Like, how do I get a hold of this thing? I want to be humble, but somehow I'm not arriving there every day. And so maybe you'll join me. I have this constant prayer every single morning as I start my day. Lord, fill me with the Holy Spirit and give me this spirit of humility. I need Holy Spirit help with that. How about you? Maybe this verse from Philippians 2 will be as instructive and convicting to you as it was to me. Philippians 2, starting in verse 3. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking only to your own interests, but also to the interest of others. If you press into that and ask God to give you that humility, He will do that because it's in line with His will. So we know He's going to give you that. Day by day, increase the amount of humility in you. And here's a little tip too. Kind of be a good gauge as to whether you're becoming more humble. As you grow in humility, don't draw attention to that. Don't brag about how humble you are, right? In fact, if anyone does ever comment on the fact that you're humble, you can easily ask for forgiveness, you're teachable. If anyone gives you that compliment, here's what you do. Instead of just accepting that praise, you deflect it and say, that's all due to Jesus. He's the one that made this possible. That's a sign of true humility, and it's super attractive. Press into it. Pray for it.